We are live. Yes, I could say it. I have a voice again. Welcome
Let's go.
back to the West Coast Draft Podcast. It's the boys. The boys are back in town, so they say. It's Beau. It's Rob. We got
I hate to
NFL.
break your bubble, but I do have my female supervisor in the room, so it's
Oh,
not all
and
boys.
sorry, the boys plus
She's been mad at me this
Tina.
weekend. She's
Why
been
is she
mad at me
mad?
because she thinks I abandoned her, basically.
Oh, that's
So
fair.
she's last night she was not cuddly at all. She was
Oh
snuggling up with my
man.
mom while we were sitting in the living room together.
You know what? Fair warning. Cats will be like that. I don't think Zeus has still forgiven me for the first time I went back to Washington. He still hasn't forgiven me.
She
So,
forgave me today, but
yeah,
just hate to break it to you, Tina. I'm going back again.
yeah.
I'll see you
At
in
least, at
May.
least you come back quickly. I mean, I'll be gone for like not since not in Arizona, but like back in Washington, I'd be gone for months at a
Yeah.
time. And it's like, man, I feel bad.
Well, she's
But he,
still a kitten and she still doesn't
oh yeah.
understand things fully yet.
Well, I mean, she's impressionable.
Oh yeah. Well, I did such a good job impressing myself well on her since I've gotten her, but hopefully that doesn't hurt my chances. I have a cat camera now, and I did have the treat dispenser. My mom bought some treats, and she does not like the treats, so she
Yeah.
hasn't gone near it. Anyways, we are now in the dark, dark winter of the football
Yep.
season. I was texting you today. I
Hmm.
would kill for a Saturday of college football right now, man. I'd kill for that because I never got a full Saturday of college football all year because I was always driving to Maple Valley. Shout out Cam Masters.
Hmm.
I could never just sit down and enjoy full college of Saturday football or so full Saturday of college football.
I don't even know if I really got that this year much because there's so many Saturday mornings where I had to go to U of A for
Oh,
something
that's right.
or Saturday mornings where I was on the road for something and take yeah. I will say actually, you know what? That might have been the closest I got to a regular Saturday was the one I went to the Colorado U of A game, which was a
Really.
blowout that I left at halftime. So,
At
bummer.
least the popcorn was good.
The popcorn was delicious. Oh my goodness, man. That might maybe it still might. I'll go on the record and say the best popcorn I've ever had
That's
was at
hey,
the University of
I gotta
Arizona.
come to a U of A game to
Yeah, man.
see how that claim measures up.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good.
I see you're
Perfect
back in the
mix of
pink room,
butter
by
and
the way.
salt. What's that?
I see you're back in the pink room,
Yes, we're back. We're back. Yes.
back in the lab.
My cold, as I mentioned, has dissipated. Every now and again I'll still be a little sniffly, but at least I have my voice back, which trust
That's
me,
good.
this week I needed it.
Oh
Shout out
man.
my students. Maybe one day none of them know I've got this pod. Maybe on the last day of school this year I'll be like, "Oh, and subscribe to my pod."
uh no, they don't want to hear you talk shit about them all the time. Did I take their
Uh
test live on the pod or was that
You
pre-pod?
you took the year no, that one wasn't live. And that was the Europe one too. Since then we've had a medieval China one as
Oh,
well.
that's gonna be tough.
Um it that's all I'll say is maybe after the pod I'll have you take it again.
All right.
However, unironic shout out because if it weren't for them I wouldn't have this chain.
That sick
So
chain.
oh man. I don't get me wrong, unironically shout out my students. Love those guys.
Hell yeah.
Medieval China was a struggle, but that's okay.
I
That's
can't
okay.
play them. That stuff's hard.
It's
All
so
I
I
know
get it. I
about
get it.
all I know about medieval China is Zheng He, and I don't know if you talked to him.
Zhang He. That's right. Hey, you know what? That's a deep cut, actually. That's a deep cut.
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people would have been able to call that out. But yeah, Zhang He.
all I remember from him is he had a lot of boats,
He had a lot of boats. He had a lot of
and
boats.
then the Chinese royalty screwed him over. He didn't even get to use them.
No, I mean he used him a lot, actually, to be
Oh,
fair.
okay, never mind.
Yeah, and
I
then
was taught about
well
it for
he
like
went on here you go. Here's a little history lesson in the middle of our football podcast. He went on 7 voyages, died on the seventh one, and basically as soon as he died, China became isolationist for 300 years.
okay, yeah, that's
So
what
hey,
happened.
at least he got him in right before, right?
Yes, sir.
If
Um,
he'd been born 30 years later, he would have been in, pun intended, rocky waters. But
um, all I know about that period of China is anything Ibn Battuta said about it and Zheng He.
Mhm.
Ibn Battuta,
Well,
pretty cool guy.
yeah. Well, did you know Zhang He was actually Mongol?
Really, I didn't know that.
Well, okay, so let me reframe that. So he was part of the Yuan dynasty. Like
Oh,
he was
okay,
a
okay,
descendant of the Yuan dynasty royalty who was Mongol.
yeah.
So he himself
Still,
was not Mongol. He was born in China, but
yeah. But I see what you mean.
so there you go. It was a fun fact.
Welcome to
Most
the
people don't
history
know.
podcast, folks.
Yeah. West Coast History Podcast. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
But no, let's get into the actual game. Singular. There was only one game
Only
this week.
one.
Did you hear there's this game on?
I didn't hear about it, man. I don't know
Didn't
what
hear
people are
about it.
talking about.
There's not a lot of
Why?
people.
Why did this football game get in the middle of my Kendrick concert?
Why did this football game get in the middle of my Donald Trump interview?
Oh, did that happen at the same time?
No, not at the exact same time. No, it was a few hours
I know
before.
he left early
Did
because
he
the
leave
Chiefs.
early?
Yeah, but he signed an executive order saying the Chiefs won. We'll
Just
see.
because of
We'll
Brittany.
see. We'll see if the courts let that stand or not.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Goodness gracious. Oh man.
I remember there was an SNL bit like a little bit after, like during that 2020 election legal process. It was called a Sports Max, and it
Oh,
was like,
I remember Sports Max.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was like when the Jets were just absolutely awful, even worse than this last year. They're like, the Jets won the game. Come on, that was the tank for Trevor
Tank for
season,
Trevor.
and then they got Zach Wilson out of it.
Oh gosh, they would have been better off sticking with Sam Darnold in
They would have,
hindsight.
yeah.
Goodness gracious, man. That's crazy that in the year 2024, Sam Darnold was better than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh God. Yeah, speaking of him, bye bye. He's well, I mean, you know why he got cut, right?
Why?
He's gonna be working for RFK.
Oh, well, I was gonna say because he's gonna fulfill the prophecy and become a Minnesota Viking.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh.
That's better. He
And
was
then go
really
work for
hoping
our
for head coach Aaron Tate or Andrew
or
Tate.
Andrew Tate. And then go work for RFK right after. One season in Minnesota and then RFK. It's time. My brother-in-law, shout out Rob. Other Rob, actually,
Good
funny
name.
enough. Yeah, you've heard of one before, I'm sure. Um, Robert F. Kennedy. There you go. Lots of Rob's referenced on today's podcast. Um, he I was talking to him about it, and he has said, yes, this is the prophecy. Aaron Rodgers was always doomed to become a Minnesota Viking. Like he acknowledges it. He's a Vikings fan.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Vikings fan, so that's why I should probably have led with that. Yeah, no, he's well aware that Aaron Rodgers will be the quarterback for the Minnesota
He
Vikings in
will complete the
2024.
prophecy. Jets and Vikings, man.
Yeah, Packers jet long storied Packers career that ends with one Super Bowl win. Go to the Jets, do nothing.
Disastrous.
Go to the Vikings, be competitive and good for one season, and then dog
And
shit and
throw a
retire.
horrible pick in the NFC Championship.
Yes. And then be dog shit and retire for
I
real
saw a
for the next
funny
time.
like meme. It was like, man, Brett Favre's so lucky he wasn't alive during the social media era, and it was like showing all his horrible picks that he threw.
Brett Favre was like the OG, like Josh Allen,
The
but
OG
like,
Jameis Winston, but better.
yeah, well, he was better than Jameis. That's why I say Josh Allen because like
That's why I
he's
said
just like
better. I mean, he doesn't throw picks like Josh Allen doesn't throw picks like Brett Favre.
a few years ago he did. He's gotten
Okay,
better about it,
I
but a
mean,
few
but
years
Brett
ago.
did it his whole
Yeah,
career.
no, I would say like Brett Favre is like 2020 and 2021 Josh Allen, but like over the course of 20
15 years,
years.
20 years. Yeah,
Yeah, whatever it
yeah.
was.
Damn, is Josh Allen going to defraud Wyoming universities? He
University of
had that
Wyoming.
Super Bowl ad.
Actually, it was funny. I was on my on one of my accounts. I was having a debate with Guy on Twitter. Shout out Glenn Goodberry, by the way. Not like a mean-spirited debate. This was very legitimate, where we were kind of discussing like, hey, with the Super Bowl being in San Francisco this year, well, Santa Clara, but San Francisco. Does that count as Josh Allen winning a Super Bowl? Like, is that a hometown thing? Because he's from Firebaugh, which is really Fresno. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Fresno is not San Francisco, but there isn't an NFL stadium closer. So is that the hometown boy
Mm,
winning it?
yeah, maybe. Okay, but speaking of Super Bowl ads, do you have a favorite ad from the Super
I
Bowl?
didn't see most of them, honestly.
I will tell you my favorite one. And it was the one that was like, "This is your 30-second bathroom break." And I just sprinted to the bathroom. I was like, mission accepted." That was my favorite one.
Mission accepted.
There weren't any
I
good
honestly
ones.
don't know if I can. I don't remember
There
a
weren't any
single
good
one off the top
ones.
of my head.
Well, like, there's been like some themes in the last few years, like 2 years ago, I think it was like all like crypto. So I was really
Hmm.
expecting there to be a bunch of AI commercials. And no, but the only kind of through line that I saw anybody put together was like there was like a lot of weird body horror ones, like the one with the talking mouths and the mustaches flying off Pringles commercial
Oh, the
like Nick
Pringles one.
Offerman. There was a lot of body horror in there.
Talking mouths. Wait,
Just the mouths.
I know you're talking about, but I'm just like funny talking mouths.
Yeah, I played
You know
myself
the
there.
thing mouths do. No, I know what you're talking about. No, I know there's the one with the tongue. I did see that one. I like kind of squirmed when I watched it, and so I looked away.
That Tom Brady Snoop Dogg ad was so bad, so
Oh,
weird.
goodness, see, there's ones that I didn't even. I don't even remember that
It
one.
was a Stop Jewish Hate one.
Oh
It was
goodness.
like, I hate you because this, I hate you because this, and then they're like standing together at the end. But it's like, I think for an anti-hate campaign, you shouldn't get somebody that like everyone outside of Boston hates, and that's Tom Brady. Like that's a
Mm.
bad spokesman for Stop Jewish
And
Hate.
Tampa Bay, but yeah.
Yeah. Everybody hates Tom Brady.
Well, Stop Jewish Hate is basically bankrolled by, and no disrespect to the mission, obviously, but they're bankrolled by Robert Kraft. So there's a reason Tom Brady was the choice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah.
But it's like that's a guy a lot of people, including myself, do not like at all. And since you missed the second half, the last like 7 minutes of game time, Tom Brady was talking about himself the entire time. And it was so annoying. He's like, "Oh yeah, this in this Super Bowl, in this Super Bowl, in this Super
I
Bowl."
mean, might as
I was
well,
like,
honestly. It
I
was
was
probably the
like,
most important thing. It was
I
the
was
most
like,
entertaining thing at that
no, it was
point.
horrible. I was like, Tom, I was like about to scream at the TV, like, "Shut up!" Oh my God. It was so annoying. Tom Brady's a is not a good broadcaster.
No, he is not. You know who is good? Cooper Gene.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, okay.
All right, should we
Uh,
talk about the game itself
we
for a
should
bit?
talk about the actual game here at a certain point. Which I guess that certain point is now. Gosh, this game was so cathartic, man. I
It
loved it.
was. It was. That's a good way to put it. The Chiefs got
Oh,
what was coming
oh goodness.
for
Well,
two
let's
whole
see.
seasons. Like,
And let me be clear off the jump here. This was not a 40 to 22 game.
mm-mm.
40 to 6, what it was with like what 3 minutes left in the entire game is a more accurate representation of how this
I
game.
want to say this though. The Seahawks Broncos Super Bowl was 43-8 like a couple minutes into the fourth quarter.
Mm.
So put that into perspective, now that's a few years in the past, put that kind of beat down into perspective compared to this. It's like, ooh.
I'm confirming something real fast here. Yeah, no, the Chiefs Broncos. How'd the Chiefs playoffs go? Okay. Yeah, the Chiefs. Okay, so yeah, the Chiefs didn't lose a one score game all year. They were gonna fall so and I know I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna end up regretting saying this. The Chiefs are bound to fall back down to earth next year. You don't finish fucking 12-0 in one score games
No,
and expect that trend to continue. That's
no,
fucking insane.
no. Yeah, no way. I mean, this was 2 years of shitty play coming. This was very
Mhm.
cathartic. That was a really good way to put it.
And for the record, they did play better in the playoff games. So I was
They
like,
do.
okay. And they played better in December. Like from that, I'd say honestly from well, let's see. Let's look back at their schedule since I just had it up. What game did we start to see the turnaround a little bit? I'd say from that Chargers game that they won on the doink on,
Oh yeah,
they
we
really,
were we
other
were
than
we were in
obviously the
Arizona for that.
yeah, I remember. I remember. Other than the Broncos game, which obviously they rolled over, so the Bengals wouldn't make the playoffs. Every other game from here on out, I mean, they won pretty comfortably until the
Yeah,
Bills game, which controversial. And then the Eagles, they got fucking blown out. Just absolutely just
it really
domination.
felt a lot like the Tampa game with just
It felt a lot
the
like the Tampa
pressure.
game.
But the thing about the pressure though,
hmm
Eagles didn't blitz,
No, they didn't.
and
They did
Patrick
not.
Mahomes had a much worse game. Really didn't play horribly against the Bucks.
No,
He had
he
an
he
awful
was
game.
terrible
Those
this
two
game.
picks were horrible.
Imagine, imagine just being in a Super Bowl where your offensive line just can't block for you. I can't imagine that at all. I can't imagine that at
Our three
all.
Super Bowls, the O line was the problem for our three. So I actually can't imagine that.
Oh,
And of course, like when they're showing the big montage of all the Super Bowls, of course they show them that play.
hey, the from the Bengals Super Bowl, their offensive line from the Bengals Super Bowl, only one of those guys is still in the NFL.
Oh, ouch. That is awful. That was 3 years ago.
It's Jonah Williams, who's
Oh,
playing
not with the
right tackle
Bengals.
for the
That
Cardinals.
was not a good O line, man.
It was horrible. Are you kidding me? I think they set the postseason record for sacks allowed. And now, granted,
Ugh.
they played 4 games, so you know,
Against four
that
pretty good D
helps.
lines.
Yeah, they played Raiders, Titans. Yeah, they were going against like a murderer's row of defensive lines in that postseason, and it still took a fucking shitty holding call to keep them from winning the Super
Yep.
Bowl. Um, Goodness gracious. But anyways, before I get angry and think more about that game, gosh, we're so fucking close. Oh wait, that reminds me though. My current bandwagon. Last year I was like, oh, the NFL is gonna make sure, Joe Burrows wins the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And obviously that didn't happen. But now, hey, the last time there was a Super Bowl in California, the Bengals ended up playing the home team.
There you go. Wait, fuck.
Bengals Niners Part 3. It's coming.
Niners ain't making it this year, buddy.
Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Especially if they fuck. It's been not yeah, probably not. But I did text some of my friends who are Niners fans that hey, get ready for next February. It's
What are the
happening.
colors for next year's logo? There's a
Okay.
lot of
Oh
them.
yeah, let's
There's a
bring this
lot of
up.
them.
It's like a rainbow. It's like they knew it was in San Francisco, then they went full rainbow.
Oh, and they're
That's not
tired of the
offensive.
tired of the
Yeah, or yeah, more likely that. Super Bowl LX. Here we go. Yeah, look at this. They straight up were like, yeah, no, we're not giving away anything this year.
Hey, I'm seeing some blue and green, baby. Let's
There's some
go.
blue and green, but there's also like red, purple, yellow.
White.
Like that could be Packers. That could be Packers.
Oh yeah.
That could be Ravens. That could be Lions.
Ravens,
Like
Vikings, Lions. Yep.
pretty much the entire NFC North is represented here, other
Except the
than the
Bears.
Bears.
I don't know, blue and orange if you count the Golden Gate
That
Bridge.
red, that red, that's Chiefs red, but there's only a little bit of it.
Blue and red. It's the Bills time, baby.
Yeah, honestly. No, like literally, I saw as soon as I saw the logo, I was like, yeah, no, I can't take anything away from this.
Titans, Bears.
Wait, where's Titans Bears? Oh, Titans Bears. They just take the blue. Honestly, San Francisco, whoever decides the Super Bowl logos played it right. NFL. Oh, here we go. NFL knows we caught on a Super Bowl logo strip, so they just threw in a bunch of colors into next year's logo. That's honestly what I think they did. They were like,
Yeah,
"Hey, we're not giving away
they're on
anything
to
this
us.
year."
They're on to us. There's
Yeah.
a comedian I like named Nick Mullen, and he said he has this very funny bit. It's like it's the CIA before 9/11, or like right after, or something like this. Like, all right, we've perfectly executed this scheme to cause a massive war, but now there's one last thing to do: the secrets. Or no, I think it's like the clues.
The clues. Yes, you have to leave the clues. Because any
Okay,
good
go back to that.
government
Can you go back to that real quick
Oh,
first?
sorry. Yeah, yeah. Any good government cover-up has to have clues that you can trace it back to. Everybody knows that.
That
Because who
second
does?
one is an awesome
Oh,
design and a
oh, with the
missed
Golden Gate
opportunity. That
design.
is so cool.
Oh, that would have been better because there's more orange in it.
And you could have put like made the X have kind of some of those like suspensions in it. Oh
Yeah,
man, that would have
what
been
the heck? You should have gone
that's a
with
cool
this, so there could have been
design.
orange. Flame. To be fair, okay, to their credit, to the logo, I actually think the logo they did go with it
That
looks
is a good
pretty
design.
good.
That is a good
And
design.
also, I like that it's not just San Francisco. Like they've got the trees of like Marin Headlands, because let's be real, the Super Bowl is not being played in San
That's
Francisco.
true.
It's being
That's
played in
true.
Santa Clara. So this is like a whole Bay Area thing going right here,
Okay,
which I
I like that.
respect.
I like that.
They know that people would make the joke, "Hey, this is not going to be in San Francisco," because it's not.
No,
So shout out
it's
them
gonna be in
knowing what
an
they're doing.
absolute. It's gonna be an absolute trash heap.
I've heard they've fixed the field. I've heard they've made the field better.
Yeah.
I will say every Niners game I've watched the past couple of years, the field looks much better than it did like that for those first few years
Okay.
at Levi's.
I,
I think
I, I I'll never forget getting to help Chris and Levi's with that Thanksgiving. Richard Sherman running around with the Thanksgiving turkey.
hey, I will always have pleasant Levi's Stadium. I think Levi's Stadium is probably the NFL stadium I've been to the most. I think how
Yeah.
many games have I been there? At least two.
Did you
No,
ever go to
three.
Candlestick?
I've never been to Candlestick, no. So let's see. Actually,
That
hold
place,
on.
that place aged was pretty rough the last few years.
Okay, I went to I've been to Lumen 3 times.
Okay.
I went to Chargers Seahawks in 2018, Bengals Seahawks 2019, and then of course
Mhm.
XFL,
Of
XFL
course, of
Dragons and
course.
whoever the fuck they played. I don't even
Roughnecks,
remember. The
Roughnecks.
Roughnecks. There we go. So I've been to Lumen 3 times. I guess I've been to Levi's 3 times too, because I went to the 2014 Foster Farms Bowl between Maryland and
Nice.
Stanford. Stefan Diggs in that game, by the
Oh,
way.
cool.
Also, Christian McCaffrey in that game. So a couple future NFL stars in the 2014 Foster Farms Bowl.
There you go.
Um, then I went to the 2015 Pac-12 championship, and then 2015 Bengals Niners, which I don't think I ever went there back there. No, I think that was it. So I guess okay, so Lumen slash Quest slash CenturyLink Field and Levi's is tied.
Mhm.
I went to the old O.co Coliseum. If you count baseball games, then that easily holds the candle for most
Okay.
I've been to. But I've only been to one Raiders game there. Never been to Allegiant. I've been to State Farm Stadium twice now,
Nice.
so that doesn't quite. And then I've never been to SoFi. So, wow, every NFL stadium I've been to, if you don't count the Raiders' old stadium, was a NFC West stadium.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
That's a fun fact. Fun fact for you there.
All right, I'm gonna go fill up my water
Once I
super
go to
quick. Super quick water
I'll be
fill.
4 for 4. Yeah, you're good. Um, let's see here. Am I forgetting any? Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I've been to a Cowboys game. Been to a Cowboys game in Dallas. I'm wrong. I've been to AT&T Stadium too. So not not all NFC West. Not all NFC West, I'm afraid. Although it was cool. That's a fantastic stadium. Fantastic experience. Can't even remember who won that game. I think the Raiders won. It was Raiders Cowboys on Thanksgiving. 2020 or no, sorry, 2013. 2013, yeah. And then 2021. So there you go. Oh man, let's see here. Back to this game though. Oh yeah, no, it's just utter domination. Oops, sign up for NASCAR, I guess. No, utter domination by the Eagles. Fantastic performance by that defense. Honestly, should have given MVP to Vic Fangio because it was well deserved. Meanwhile, Mahomes and the Chiefs, they just eventually run out of luck. Eventually, it's all over. Um, Here we go. He's back. He's back. He's back.
I'm back. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I grabbed some Tums too because I shared a ginormous pizza with my dad for dinner.
All right, you're good. Oh, but while you're gone, I realized I was not right about my only NFC West analysis because I remember back in 2013 I went to a Raiders Cowboys game
Oh my
in
goodness.
Dallas.
Oh yeah, Jerry
So
World.
I've been to Jerry World too. So there's another one that I missed. I
I
don't think
have
I've
been
ever
to
been to
so
any other
I've
NFL stadiums
only NFC West I haven't been to is Niners.
other than Lumen. Oh, that you haven't been to. Oh,
I
sorry.
haven't
Oh,
been
that you
to.
haven't
Yep.
been to. Yeah. The only one I haven't been to is SoFi. So
Oh man.
I don't know. I'd
I
recommend
think I,
Levi's is a good experience. I know you hate it, but it's a good
yeah,
experience.
I'm always a hater.
It's true.
I'm the
It's
biggest
true.
hater.
Hate the
Uh,
way that you walk, the way that you talk.
so Cooper DeJean pick six, awesome.
Fantastic. On his birthday too.
I
Which is
know.
crazy. Everyone was talking about how Saquon was gonna have a huge day because it was his birthday, and then he didn't really do shit. But Cooper DeJean had a huge day on his birthday. That's destiny.
Some of my bets cashed. Uh,
Nice.
I sadly I parlayed Eagles plus one and the under, and Chiefs
Uh
backdoored that over. Sadly, but I guessed tails, so I got that. That's the one prop bet I did. Let's go. That's the one
let's
bet I
go.
won. And those were the only two I made. But I had to go for a heads or tails.
I love that Cooper DeJean's swag bro 123 Instagram account is still there.
I know that's awesome, man. He owns
Sitting
it.
on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet. Oh, Cooper DeJean sitting on that route.
That made me laugh when you sent me that. That was really good.
I love that. That was a great era where you just post the most random shit on
Oh
Instagram and
yeah,
think it was hilarious. And honestly, in hindsight, that was hilarious. Shout out Coop, man.
that was
Um,
so funny.
or my favorite, my favorite from the Eagles Super Bowl parade, and there was a lot of funny moments from the
Oh yeah.
Eagles Super Bowl parade. But when fans started shouting Coop, 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 Coop at Reed Blankenship. There's more than one of them guys. You're like the only NFL team ever to have more than one good white defensive back. You can't be screwing this up. I wouldn't be able to tell them apart if I saw them in a crowd, though. Either. To be
Me
fair,
neither.
I think
I
Coop.
remember who
I think.
posted it, but some NFL player posted like Cooper DeJean really putting the all white team on his back today during the Super Bowl. That was a
Oh
funny
man,
meme, man, when that was going on the all white versus all black team.
yeah. You know what? That back when that was like a big thing. I think it was last offseason. There was
Yeah.
like a debate about which team Mahomes would be on.
Oh, come on.
I don't think you can put him on either team. I don't think the black team would want him. They'd prefer Lamar, and the white team would prefer Allen or Burrow.
True.
So
Honestly, at
Mahomes is
that
getting
point,
kicked out.
you gotta have a biracial team.
You do have to have a biracial team,
Kyle
or just
Hamilton.
like a not neither team, where it's
Yeah.
like biracial slash like Samoan slash Asian
Oh,
slash
that's a good one.
Latino. Throw like Puka Nakua in there. Young Ku
Yeah,
can be the
that
kicker.
now that makes the conversation interesting. Vita Vea,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Vita Vea.
Kyler's your backup quarterback.
Kyler's backup quarterback, right?
That's a fun conversation. Amon Ra.
Amon Ra. Oh, good call. Good call. I forgot about that
That's
one.
a good receiving core right there.
It's actually between Puka and Amon Ra, that's actually kind of sick. Man.
I'm thinking about running back. That's a tough one.
At running back? Well, for the white team, it'd be McCaffrey.
No. For
Oh, you're
the
just talking in general?
no for the neither.
Yeah, for the neither team. Bless you.
And
Maybe
you have
like
Mahomes at quarterback with that receiving
Mahomes a
core.
quarterback for sure. Gosh, that tight end room would be stacked on the white
Oh yeah.
team. Trying to think who would be the running back
Travis
for the
Kelsey would be on the neither team.
really?
He just
Isn't he one way?
he talks in like a lot of AAVE.
Oh well, yeah, okay. So
It was a
okay,
joke. It
he
was a
can.
joke.
I know what you're talking about. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Uh,
Um,
who's look up.
Nick Bosa wouldn't allow Travis Kelsey on the team. He'd be like, "Get Brock Bowers in here." Or
Oh
sorry,
my
he'd
gosh.
say it the way he says everything. He'd be like, "You know, man, get Brock Bowers in." I honestly, okay. I love the way
No,
Nick Bosa talks. I'm sorry,
fuck
Nick
you,
Bosa's hilarious.
fuck you. No,
I mean, have whatever opinion you want about him, but like in the huddle, he always sounds like he's high. It's kind of funny.
I refuse to accept that statement. I'm a hater.
That's and fair enough. I mean, Nick Bosa is going to be a Cincinnati Beng in a few
all right.
years.
Let's look up PFF top running backs and
All right,
see
let's do it. Let's do it.
who we can get on the neither team. It's a tough one.
Here we go. All right, I'm not gonna show it on screen because I don't want to get in trouble with PFF here. Let's see, James Conner.
Okay, I don't know
Is
about that.
he
I don't know.
biracial? I don't feel good enough about that to say for either way for sure. Ty Algier, maybe? No, not even close. No, definitely.
He's Mormon. He might be Polynesian actually. He went to
You know what?
BYU.
Maybe. Hold on. Maybe. Maybe. You know, 86.4 offensive grade this past season. Wow.
I wonder
Zach
why.
Charbonnet.
Is he?
There's no way. There's no way he's not.
Oh, that might be a good
There's
call
no
right
way he's
there.
not. Oh, Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard's. No, I don't think so, actually. Chase Brown is adopted.
Okay, so we're gonna count Tez Johnson on the white team then.
Yes.
Michael O'Hare.
We're putting adopted on the neither. That's fun. I'm sorry.
Oh my
That's bad.
god.
That's
Oh my
bad.
god.
Oh, I got your running back for the white team,
Who?
Rashad White.
Oh my god.
All right, that's it. That's my
That's
last
good
one. That's my
enough. That's
last
good enough.
one. Okay.
Okay, all right. Quick question. Can you show me the NFL draft dates?
Yes. Yes.
Because I might have a way. We might be lucky here, buddy. We might have some good luck on our side.
NFL draft 2025, 24
Okay,
through
good news. I
26.
got some good news for you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Now that I know more about how the Senate works on certain weeks, there are certain weeks during session where the senators are on the floor all day and there's a lot of downtime in the office. That's one of those weeks.
Oh, this is good news.
So we might be okay, buddy.
Let's go. And you know what? That was the week that we did a pod every night. So
Yeah.
that's the most important week of the year.
Oh, and we want to live pod the draft.
Yes. Yes, we
If we
do.
can find a way to put a ticker on my screen, that would be so cool.
Oh, that would be sick. We'll find a way. We'll find a way. I'm gonna
That's
spend the
probably that
next.
we probably changed to that one that a lot of people use that I always forget. But it's like some
Uh-huh.
different live streaming service than Zoom. I know
We're
Stanton uses it.
okay. Well, hey, do your research on that. Get
Yeah.
back to me, and we'll make it happen. Make it happen. Um, let's see. That'll be fun though. That'll be fun. Yeah, if we could do a ticker, that'd be sick. That would be sick. All right. All right. I've had enough fun with the running back grades here. Is it time for mock 3.0? Have
Yeah.
we are there any more Super Bowl
Oh,
takes?
there's one thing we need to discuss about the Super Bowl that we have not discussed yet,
Yes.
and that was the most entertaining thing of the whole night.
Oh, the halftime show.
Kendrick's halftime show. Man, did that rock!
That was great. I loved the shots at Drake. Was incredible.
It was just all out shots at Drake, man. It was,
Yeah.
having Serena Williams out there, having SZA out there.
Hmm.
Game Over, the A minor keychain or neck chain.
Dude, the whole stadium just rocking A minor was
Oh my god!
fantastic.
Well, and they wouldn't let him say pedophile, certified, lover boy, certified. Ah! Then it's
For
saying game
obvious
over.
reasons.
Oh yeah, it's saying game over at the end, and like the
Mhm.
smile on Kendrick's face, we said, "Hey Drake."
Oh yeah, or oh man, the just the strut, man.
Oh man, that was
Oh
awesome.
gosh. Yeah,
Uh, uh, who was it? Samuel L. Jackson, his Uncle Sam. That was
that's
fun.
Uncle Sam.
That was good. Them teasing not like us the entire show. And we were
Yeah,
all
oh
just
yeah, where they would play the bar. They would
yeah.
play the or the beat.
Da, 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 da.
And
And
then
they
but then
cut.
they saved it for the very end,
Oh, it was
obviously.
great. It was great. I
I,
wish
I
they
I
would have.
was like, is he just gonna come out with not like us? Because that's what we all want. But yeah,
No,
no, he
they
saved it for
played
the
it. They
end. I
played
think
it
the
well.
execution was perfect.
I bet Kendrick was giddy for months, man. He was
Yeah,
so
oh
hyped for
yeah.
this to happen.
As
And
soon
someone,
as Drake saw Kendrick was doing the halftime show, I bet he was like,
I wonder how Drake was feeling that at the time in the morning after, man. I hope someone did a wellness
dude,
check
who
on him.
who had a worse Sunday, Patrick Mahomes or Drake?
I think Drake, honestly.
It was a rough day for the biracial team, man.
Oh man.
Goodness gracious. Okay, I promise that's the last one. Okay, actually no. Okay, one more. This is not my original thought, and this isn't about the
Okay.
biracial team. Um, this is really bad, but it was a tweet, not my own, that I
Okay.
saw that I could not stop laughing at. Um, who was more upset after the Kendrick halftime show? Drake or the 17-year-old girl who had to convince him it was all going to be okay?
Oh no. Oh man. Well,
Yikes.
I have some bad news for you, buddy.
What's
I
that?
deleted Twitter earlier last
Yeah,
week.
you told me that. You told me that.
Yeah, and it's been good. I've been more productive.
Hey, that's fair.
I haven't been able to kick Discord. I've been off it during work, but I'm gonna be active on it on the weekends because it's just a much less toxic place too on the Discord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, no, Twitter's super toxic, man. But the thing is, I don't like, other than like you, I don't have anybody I personally
Yeah.
know on there.
Yep.
So I'm able to at least dissociate a little bit when I'm having, when I'm ranting and raving, I can just convince myself it's not a real person on the end,
Oh, okay. Nice,
on
nice.
the other end, which
Well,
is very
I could
healthy.
do that only except for Jeff Schwartz.
Yeah, sure.
Jeff Schwartz, not like us, baby. Jeff Schwartz, come on the pod. Let's discuss the beef.
The beef, the Rob joking and Jeff Schwartz beef.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. Well, hey man, there you
I
go.
found out a coworker I'm quite close to. I got lunch with him on Friday. He's got a duck sticker and a duck keychain. It's like, oh
It's the
man.
Washington State. Wow.
He didn't
Wow.
even go there. He went to UW Tacoma.
He's got a duck shit.
He's like, oh, I was raised an Oregon fan. I was like, it's not even
I'm,
hard to get in there.
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Oh, wait, real fast. Shout out Xavier Worthy for having finally having a big game in the Superdome.
Oh, bang. That was nice.
Yeah, I didn't even see that until I saw his stat line. I was like, dang, I just thought of that.
Huskies hired
Uh,
a linebacker coach today, by the way.
I did. I saw they had made a lot of hires the past couple days.
Yeah, they have just like personnel guys, because like
Yeah.
the guys they had got like so we our the GM we've had stayed in
Hmm.
place, but all the guys under him got GM spots. So we had to fill that up. And good hire, this guy who went to W High, who hates the dog man guys because he like went to college football in the 2000s, and they exist. Dog band exists around that. Dog band horrible. I don't know if how familiar you are with it. Run by a bunch of grumpy old guys who don't do anything, like
Hmm.
literally never post on anything. And he hates dog band because they uh when they actually did things back in the day, when they scouted him, they didn't think he was very good. But he's a W High School grad. Dog bands are 24/7 site.
Dog man.
Yeah, man.
Dog man.
Really just awful. Mean
Yeah.
dudes who are like think they're like something big and special because they run a blog.
I just realized that both teams' leading rusher was their quarterback.
Oh man, Saquon.
That's
Hey, shout out Spags. You did what you planned to do, and you shut down Saquon.
I
However,
actually don't think the Chiefs defense played a bad game, all things considered. It was their offense primarily.
yeah, because that pick six and then
Yeah,
that
the pick six and then the pick on like the 10-yard line.
yeah, that really set him up for
Yeah.
failure. Although some Trent had a rough game, man. Trent had a rough game.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He got
Fair
burned
enough.
a couple times. I cannot believe like dudes like Kenneth Gainwell and Avonte Maddox, like scrubs from their first Super Bowl win, are still on the team and still made big plays in the Super Bowl. Like, hey, those guys show up.
There you go. All right. Any more Super Bowl thoughts before we get into the mock?
It's gonna be a very, it's gonna be like how Super Bowl 48 was very forgettable to everybody except Seahawks fans. That's how this
Hmm.
one's gonna age. Hey, at least no one died after this game.
That's
Like
true.
a Eagles fan dying from falling off a lamppost.
Yeah. Oh, the Seahawks or the sorry, not the Seahawks. The Eagles have passed the Seahawks as far as most bird team Super Bowls, by
Oh
the way.
damn! Hey, here's what I'm happy about though. They didn't beat our margin of victory. Still the biggest.
It's true. Shout out those garbage time points. But actually, I guess even with that, it was still would have been the biggest because it was 35
Yeah, that's
and they
right.
only had 34 at its peak. So
Uh, man, Pete should have gotten 50. Man, he could have gotten 50. He just needed one touchdown,
more touchdown would have done it.
and we
But
totally could have done it. They just ran draws for like the rest of the game.
all
Like
right, how much?
it was
Oh,
like
sorry, good.
43-8, like early fourth quarter. It was 43-8. Shout out Manny Ramirez for spotting us those two. Isn't
All
that
right,
such
how
an ironic name for a big
Manny
time sports
Ramirez?
blunder?
Yeah.
All right, sorry for interrupting.
No,
Shall
you're
we go
good.
back to the traditional for our first post Super Bowl mock?
I think we shall. AFC,
Okay.
NFC. Are we doing
All
one
right.
or two? One or two
Let's do
rounds?
two. Let's
Let's
get
do
fun with
two.
it.
I like it. I like it. Tradition. No trades, because why the hell would we do trades on
We
February
gotta wait till
15th?
free agency for trades.
Yeah. All right. So as the picker for the Tennessee Titans, I've made two different picks. I started with Hunter, and then last mock I went Shadur, and I'm gonna make a
Shiloh's
third
going
different
number
pick.
one.
It's
Shiloh,
gonna be
baby.
Shiloh Sant. No, I'm just kidding.
Woo!
No. With this one, I'm going back to the QB well,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going the way that it seems like most people think it's gonna go. Cam Ward. I think Cam
All
Ward's gonna be a
right.
Tennessee Titan here. And then that brings me up with the Cleveland Browns, who will most likely have another pick in this first round when it's all said and done after they tried Myles Garrett. But for
Haha.
now, they need to energize that pass rush a little bit. Shadur's not going to play in Cleveland, so they energize that pass rush. I think that's a bigger need right now. If they lose Myles Garrett, they don't have another pass rusher on the roster, really.
Oh,
So Abdul Carter, you are a Cleveland Brown.
poor guy. All right. Dion's getting his dream scenario. Shadur's a giant.
Gosh,
Big
man,
Apple.
playing in the Big Apple, man, that'd be crazy. I guess I'm back up. Oh, and Mike Vrabel, that's just the true Swiss Army knife to work with in New England. Gosh, he wears number 12. Well, one number 12. Let me back up here. Number 12 is retired by New England, so Travis Hunter will not be wearing number 12 in New England. But he will be a New England Patriot. And he's going to team up with Gonzo to make probably the best young corner duo in the league. Um,
Er,
and then
Wrong.
what was Spoon and Reek are better?
Gonzo can't stay healthy, dog.
But when he is healthy, he's top five corner in the league.
Spoon's better.
I
Um,
don't think Spoon's better than Gonzo. I'm sorry. Not at their
oh,
peaks. Not when Gonzo's healthy.
um, I disagree with you on that Travis Hunter pick. Actually,
Really? All
I
right.
mean, Vrabel's not a DB guy. If Belichick were there, yes, I think he'd go Mason Graham personally.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think he can pass up the talent.
That's fair. That's fair.
Also, hey, you know what? You probably have a package with him at receiver too,
That's true.
which helps Trout Drake May on the other end. So
That's true.
there you go. Speaking of
Oh,
Mason
by the
Graham,
way,
though, what's
something
that
I
good?
wanted to mention earlier in the pod, and I just remembered it again.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pull up our messages from today? Because something happened for the third time.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the third time. I only thought it was the second
It
time.
happened twice with that same group because JSN they had him call back in like a week later after it happened, and he did the same thing. Wait, no. It was something else draft related. It was in person though, and he went back with that same crew, and it basically happened for a second time.
See if I'll get audio up here. Hold on. Share computers down. There we go. Is that playing noise? I can't even hear that. Can't
And
hear
I
any?
really
Oh, there
do
we go.
think he was a good offensive coordinator. Okay, don't put it there like that. No. But I did think we had a good season, but I
he
mean I
can't
really
be
do think he was a good.
he can't be bothered to say something nice about Shane Waldron. It's
He
so
said he
funny.
was a good offensive coordinator just now, though.
And he started laughing after he said it.
Yeah, he did. But that's all.
But
He
but
did say something nice though, and
but
then he
speaking
immediately backed off on it. But that's
but
okay.
speaking of Shane Waldron though, did you see that story where Caleb Williams had to set up his own
Oh yeah,
film
yeah, I did
study
see that.
because Waldron didn't do it? It's like
Yeah,
what the hell?
that's pretty
Where
brutal.
did
That's
Waldron land, by the way?
I think he's like
Is he with the
analyst
Raiders?
somewhere. He's an analyst somewhere. I don't think it was with the Raiders. Passing game coordinator for the Jags.
Or Trevor? Jeez,
Yeah. Hey,
they
he was
get
the
him like
passing game coordinator with the Rams before he was the Seahawks OC.
wow. That's Sean McVay's coffee boy. Uh, I honestly, one of my favorite things to do is when my senator wants coffee and I get to go to the coffee stand in the Ledge building. I always
Yeah.
love getting to do that. Want to know her coffee order?
What is it?
One small latte, extra hot with honey.
How do you make it extra hot?
I don't know, but I asked them for it and they were playing Hot to Go on the speakers the other day. So I was like, I'll take this Hot to Go. No laughs. No laughs from that though. I thought it was pretty good. But speaking of coaching staffs, though, I was very bummed not to see Tater be on Pete's staff
Yeah.
in Oakland. Yeah, I was very bummed to see that. I thought I can't believe he can't bring in the guy that keeps him accountable. He only brought one guy keeping him accountable, and that's Nate. He said the people that keep me accountable are Nate and Tater, and then also Junior Adams to the Cowboys. I've never seen a guy fail upwards like
Wait,
him.
Junior Abs was going to the Cowboys?
Yeah, he's with the
Oh, I
Cowboys.
missed that. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
However, sadly, Ducks hired a better receiver coach. They took Syracuse's receiver coach, but it was. I'm, hey, Cooper Cup's gonna be a Cowboy, man. Back to the guy who developed him.
Cooper Cup. Yeah, there you go. Junior Adams' claim to fame is Cooper Cup, so it makes sense.
He talked about Cooper Cup so much, and he sucked. Any junior stories? Do you think he was
I
a
don't
good
know.
coach?
He was always good. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't have any bad things to say
Is
about
Shep
Junior
better
from
though?
personal interactions. Shep is just very charismatic. It's hard not like Shep, honestly.
I could. I went to his clinic talk and 100% agree. Very charismatic guy. The new linebacker coach is Barry Odom's brother. It's like, why would a Barry hire him?
My favorite Shep story actually, and this just shows you like how kind of like down to earth and like chill he is, but like in a good way. So we were having a big so we were having junior day. We're having our
Yeah,
junior
yeah,
day.
yeah.
This was back in 2022, so for 2023's. And we got this big auditorium, the auditorium that usually we do press conferences in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Big auditorium, full of juniors in there, a lot of big name guys, a lot of really high end recruits are there. We got them all in the room, and this is what our first time the new coaching staff is really meeting a lot of recruits at once. We'd done OVs, so that was different, but obviously OVs are a little more limited, so from a quantity standpoint. So lot of recruits in the building. And Juice Brown goes up there and just starts yelling in the mic, like, yeah, if you want to be like just absolutely just like throwing his voice out. And you could kind of look around the room and it felt a little, what's the word, inauthentic, where
Yeah,
it's like he's
yeah.
just trying to live up to the Juice name. Um, And he's like, "Yeah, I'm Juice. Yeah, I'll bring the juice." Just kind of like it felt more like he was a WWE ring
I
announcer than
bring
he
the
was an
bad
actual head
coaching
coach. Yeah, and then
and the
and then
bad recruiting.
and then Shep is right after him. He takes the mic from him, and he's just like, "Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I'm Jamarcus Shepard." It's just like, and the whole crowd just like kind of, and he's like chuckling while he says it. So the whole crowd is just laughing. It's
That's
like,
pretty
man, it's
cool.
like the amount of charisma you have to be like to just like shit on your coworker in front of everybody, but like laugh about it and have everybody else laugh about it and even have Juice laugh about it too. Like, I don't think it's possible to dislike Shep, man. He's
I
just
will
that
say
kind of
this.
guy.
He will be the head coach of the Washington Huskies someday. I sincerely believe that.
Now, if he's the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
I don't. That's gonna be tough, tough climb. I mean, he supposedly he liked it up. He really liked it up here, and he does not like it down there.
Well, he can leave whenever he wants.
He could
No
leave, but
one's
he's
holding
got
him
to.
hostage.
I think he's probably gonna leave when Williams leaves. I think he's pretty tight with Williams.
Um,
He was trying to get the Wazoo head coaching job actually though.
really?
Yeah.
Should have hired him.
I don't know. They
Although
hired a two-time FCS champion head coach.
that's true. That's pretty.
I don't think his scheme's gonna work at Wazoo though. To be honest, he's got like heavy ground pound pro style. Like that works when you have upper end FCS talent, but I mean the problem for Wazoo is always depth. That's why moving the Apple Cup early from late is pretty detrimental to us because we'd always have way more healthy players than by the time we play it the last week of the year. And ground and pound leads to more bumps and bruises.
All right, back to the mock. That was a sidetrack right there.
That was a big
Uh,
time sidetrack.
Mason Graham, you are a Jacksonville
That's gonna
Jaguar.
be a fun D line.
Building up the trenches.
What's
Feels-
Josh Allen's what's his name now?
Josh Hines Allen.
Josh Hines Allen. That's right. That's right.
And then
Jesus
another pick.
Christ.
Raiders reloading their wide receiver room after they traded away Devontae, T Mac.
Yep. That
Staying in
feels
the
like
desert.
such obvious pick.
Yeah. Staying in the desert. Love it.
Reuniting with Brennan.
No. Sorry. No. No, I'm just playing. Gosh, what direction do I go in for the frickin' you
Man,
know
Mike
what?
Green is just way too highly rated. I am sorry.
No, my green's pretty good.
He's a fun player, but like he's not going to get drafted in the first round. I'm sorry. A defensive end with that size and weight isn't getting drafted in the first. He had one flashy play in the Senior Bowl, but other than that, honestly, he didn't have that great of a Senior Bowl. Sorry. As Emmanuel Ocho would say, he's a social media defensive end.
Social media. All right. I for the Jets. Man, they have a bunch of edge rushers already, so I don't know if they have to draft
I'd
another
go O
one.
line, honestly.
They
You
just
got your
went
pick
low
of them.
line last year with Fashanu.
Yeah, but it's clearly not working.
Yeah, their O line does still fucking suck. They just keep building it up. Yeah, I'll go Will Campbell here. Get the versatility.
Yeah.
All right, you're finally up.
Finally, let's
Hey, you got
go.
five in a row here. I got five,
Okay,
you got five.
okay. Man, coin tosses hurt me this year. Um, I lose out on all the blue chippers. You know, there's not a weapon I love here. Honestly, if I'm the Panthers, I'd genuinely consider trading down.
Hey, you
Um,
know what? Jonathan Brooks is going to miss the whole season.
yeah, in this draft, I think they're
But
gonna
they
be
still have
okay
Chuba
waiting.
Hubbard, so it doesn't matter. They still have Chuba, so it doesn't matter.
Like their O line wasn't bad this year.
No, it really wasn't, honestly.
So I'm really thinking BPA. So let's go with Will Johnson.
I like it. I like pair him with JC Horn.
Well,
It's a
JC
good
Horn
pick
can't
right
stay
there.
healthy.
Yeah, but when he is healthy, he's really fucking good. What I'm
Oh
trying
yeah.
to say is you pair him with him and hey, you're and if he stays healthy, you're set.
Oh yeah. I think that's a BP. That's the BPA
That's a good
for me.
BPA pick there. I like that.
Yeah. I think Saints are another BPA situation because wow, they're gonna be bad for a while. So Kellen Moore, give me a scroll here. Yeah, I'm just not loving anything for like what they really need. So I think I'm gonna go with go back up to the top, all the way up. I'm gonna go with James Pierce. He's
I like it.
your heir apparent for Cam Jordan.
There you
Different
go.
players, but the sentiment. So this is gonna be O line. It's gonna be O line. So just pull up tackle and interior for me,
Oh
please.
yeah. Yeah.
I think we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go Josh Simmons, and you're just banking on the really high upside.
Keep him in the Midwest.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. So
I
we got
figure
the
O line
Niners.
again.
I think we're. I think Warren's going to be really tempting for them, to be honest. But you're going to need a tackle to replace Trent Williams with eventually. You can put him inside for the time being. I think Kelvin Banks it really fits what Shanahan wants.
There
Similar
you go.
system, similar system under Sark, at least as much as
Hey,
he
and
played in
Kyle
college.
Shanahan is a former Texas Longhorn too.
Oh, that's right. He looks his face is like the same. Maybe 5 years ago his face is the same as it was at Texas, but at least the last few years have been rough on him, man.
Yeah.
You already know what I'm doing.
Shoddy. Pick a running back in the first round.
Shoddy, call a run play.
Shoddy. Call a run play. That's good. That's good. Well, there you go. All right. The Dolphins. So what do they need? So they just cut Raheem Mostert and Kendall Fuller. So they kind of look like they might be entering a rebuild here soon.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, who'd they cut?
Raheem Mostert and Kendall Fuller.
Oh wow, yeah. Mike McDaniel, you are the Seahawks OC.
Mike McDaniel and Mike McDonald on the
That
same
would be
staff.
hilarious. Oh, dude, those personalities would not mesh at all. At all.
So Anthony Weaver, oh man, so Anthony Weaver's coming from Baltimore. Who's the Dolphin? Oh, they picked Chop Robinson first round last year.
Oh, I know a great fit for that scheme, but they wouldn't take him this early.
I think they go on D line. They might go on. Who's the best
Well,
interior
no,
D
for
line
corner.
available?
For corner, there's a great fit for him, but I think Revel would be really good in that scheme, but it would be way too early. They'd trade up in the second form, I feel like.
There's no way Calais Campbell's coming back. I think. Ooh, do I do something a little crazy here?
Let's see it.
Kenneth Grant.
Ooh, that's too rich for my blood.
Hmm. Hey, man. Let's go. Hey, you know what? Those Baltimore defenses, one thing, they've always got a fucking nose tackle who can cause problems.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And didn't really have that in Miami this year.
Hey, that whole system's got the intel on those Michigan D linemen.
That's also true. Didn't even think about that. That's a good call out there
Larry
too.
Johnson really screwed up by telling Kenneth Grant that he was too fat and should play D end.
You
He
know,
said that.
I've made the Tyler Warren to the Colts pick so many times. I think I do want to mix it up for once.
Spice it up, baby.
Malachi Starks, you are an Indianapolis Colt.
All right, we're gonna go D line here. It's just yeah. There's pull up on both, please. Is there some really fun options?
Do D line and edge here for you.
I think keep Michael Williams hold, man.
Keep Michael Williams local. All right, I respect it.
All right, Cardinals, pull up O line.
There's still some solid O linemen on the board here, actually.
There are. I'm gonna break my heart, but I'm gonna take Booker here.
I like that. I like that. Well, in the past couple weeks, I've developed a new favorite pick for the Cincinnati Bengals, the number 17. And I've already scrolled past his name, but I'm just trying to keep you in suspense. This is a man, five-star recruit coming out of high school. Production in the SEC was outstanding. Not only was it outstanding, but he did it at two different
Oh, you
schools.
already picked him for the Bengals, dog.
No, no, I've never
Yes.
picked this guy for the Bengals before.
Oh, that's right. No, you picked Tyreek last time, but it was
I
between
picked that
these
leak
two.
last time. This is my new favorite pick for the Bengals. And that's Walter Nolan. I think he's gonna be a really good fit in Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly he had some character issues that may push him down the board, but then everybody you actually know where those rumors came from though. Texas A&M.
Oh
People at
yeah.
Texas A&M said he had character issues, and then basically all the people at Ole Miss and all the people that talked to him at the Senior Bowl and like every NFL team that's chatted with him already has been like, "What are you talking about? This kid's great." So
Oh
I think
yeah.
it's
Interesting.
just some sour grapes maybe from A&M folks. But no, I like the fit in Cincinnati. Obviously, they need a disruptive interior defensive lineman. I think Walter Nolan after Mason Graham would probably be my next top interior defensive lineman. So if he's there at 17, I'm there. I'm sprinting that to the podium, honestly.
So I'm gonna attack this angle, this the Seahawks pick from a different angle than I have been lately. Okay,
Because
because
Tyler Brooker's not available.
no. I mean, normally I just take Connerly here. Um,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna be doing it under the assumption that we're gonna be making some moves in free agency. Okay, supposedly they really are gonna go after Brendel pretty hard from the Falcons for center. And there's some options a bit on the lower end that could be interesting at guard, so we don't have to uh, splurge in the off season. I think the new scheme really helps Christian Haynes too, a lot more of a zone scheme. Uh, and then maybe someone like Wills from Cleveland can be the next Kai Becton. Uh, so I'm gonna pass on a line for now. Okay. So this brings up the next question, right? Well, Tyler Lockett's probably be gone this year. And so maybe receiver here. There's two interesting options. Tyler Warren's one of my favorite guys out there. He's a really fun option. And then you got some really fun ends and D line still on the board too with Tyleik Williams. You got some fun ends. Mike Green's not going to be a C. I'll have to say that right now. So honestly, I really don't. I think I'm going to go Tyler Warren just for the fun of it because John Schneider's clearly been very hung up about missing out on George Kittle, and that's who I would give a comp to. He's big, he's taller, yes, but yards after catch ability or after contact ability, and just a mean blocker. So that's the comp I'm going there with. And then so he's gonna be your. So you have a two tight end set with him and I'm blanking on his name, but Barner. But so I think that could make things pretty interesting. Clint Kubiak ran a lot of two tight ends.
I like it. It's different, but I like it. And you're back up with the Bucks.
Oh, okay. Well, that pass rush was atrocious, so we're gonna look at edge defender. I think TJ Sanders. Let's go TJ Sanders.
TJ Sanders? Oh, interior. TJ, there you are.
I think he can play both. I think he can play both.
Denver Broncos. Well, wide receiver 2 is still on the board here in Luther Burden. And they need to just keep.
We know who they're gonna take.
I know they're gonna eventually pick Tez Johnson. That doesn't mean they can't draft a receiver in the first two. Luther Burden, you are a Denver Bronco. Meanwhile, for the Steelers here, corner's still available here. Benjamin Morrison. That seems like it'd be a good pick. Jade Barron also there. Siobhan Revel. I just think they probably go best corner available here.
There's some really
Joey
good
Porter,
options there.
Ben Morrison. They'd also probably look at receiver, but I think corner's bigger need. Honestly,
Chargers.
And then still the Chargers. Yeah.
I misread.
For the Chargers, they need receiver help in the worst way. Amek's still on the board here. I think
Crossing party lines.
Yeah, that's a solid receiver for the offense they're running there, though. So I think that makes a lot of sense there. Pick. Yeah.
All right. Do the Packers actually need a receiver? I disagree on that.
I mean, they've got a bunch of wide receiver 2s at this point. None of the guys here are going to be a wide receiver 1. So
yeah. I bet they're pretty hung up about missing out on Burden. They always go trenches, I feel like, in this kind of board. And I think D-line on both interior and edge, there's a lot there right now. I think Tyleik Williams is a really good value here.
Vikings. You're still up
They always do weird things, to be honest. Oh, I have a pick I like. Scroll down a little bit. Can you show me the safeties, please?
Safeties?
Yeah. Wait, what's his name been taking yet? The Georgia safety?
Starks?
Yeah.
Yeah, Starks went to the Colts.
Oh, okay. I thought Starks was still on the board. Okay, never mind. I think we're gonna go Jade Barron here.
Barron. I like that.
Corners are pretty old.
Yeah. And Byron Murphy and Stephon Gilmore are both free agents too. No guarantee they get Murphy back. So
yeah. Well, and you know who their third corner is?
Who's that?
Shaq Griffin, baby.
Oh, I think he's a free agent too, actually.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Vikings are falling down to earth next year, man.
Texans. They need they really need offensive linemen, to be quite honest with you. Especially in the interior.
On the board.
I think they could. Well, let's look at tackles because a lot of these guys have guard tackle flexibility. I'm gonna go with Let's see, man. I got Embo way down here. No, he's a guy people like. Let's see here. I want to go pull up interior O line here on my handy dandy.
Dude, I'm so sleepy. The schedule's been fucking with me. Wake up early, man.
So you know what? I'm just gonna go best O lineman available. Give me Armand
My
Membo there.
body is adjusting.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the Rams, you know who landed there?
What's up?
Scooter's with the Rams now. Tight ends.
Oh, I
coach.
did see that. He's tight ends coach, I think.
Good for Scooter.
Yeah.
And Grubb's back with Bama.
I think we
All right.
talked about that already, but yeah.
Yeah, we did. My bad. Okay. So there's some value right now. I think there's some good linemen available. I think we're gonna go Connerly to the Rams.
Ravens here. So a lot of this can depend on what happens to Ronnie Stanley because he's a free agent, and I'm not sure if they're gonna want to bring him back.
Bad news, buddy. I'm not gonna be able to make a second round.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll close it off after pick 32 here.
Oh, Ronnie Stanley's gonna might hang him up, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow. They should have taken Laramie.
Goodness. Let's see.
That's still one of the funniest draft falls ever.
What direction do they go? Could see him going edge.
There's some good options.
Corner, no, they just went Nate Wiggins in the draft last year.
And Siobhan Rebels the same player.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's around the rate. I can see Mike Green going here to Baltimore.
Yeah, that sounds
They don't care
right.
about they don't care about their
That
character
sounds
concerns.
right. The Laramie Tunsil Bong video never does it make me laugh. It's
Yeah.
such a funny video. All right, we're going D line here, 100%. Give me edge and interior, please. Nick Scorton. I think that's a
Nick
really
Scorton.
good pairing with Hutch.
There you go. And you're back
Our
up with
commies, we
commies.
gotta go O line. Gotta be O line.
Yes, definitely.
Especially with Cosme. Did they ever say what happened to Cosme?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I like Ariante here.
All right, let's see. Josh Allen and the Bills. What's getting you over the hump here? Probably need a receiver, but are there any worth taking here?
Nope.
No.
Jack Beck got a really good Senior Bowl.
Fish. But
He's not what they need.
no.
He's like a split end, is what I would call him.
The defense had some issues at time this year, especially in the corner room. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what? Siobhan Rebel. There you go. Here's the Rebel spot.
like
and then the Chiefs, they know they have to take a tackle here. Like that's cut and dry. They need to take a tackle. Just a matter of which one they take. I'll pull up interior O line too, just to see who's here.
I
Top of
like
tackle
Zabel a lot.
available.
Zabel's an awesome player, man.
Connerly. Zabel's probably more interior lineman though.
He is.
Oh,
I think like Cam Williams is probably the only tackle there.
Cam Williams is probably the best available option here. Yeah.
These are all
Cam
guards
Williams
other than Donovan
Yeah.
Jackson.
Cam Williams is the only true tackle there. So yeah, Cam Williams to the Chiefs.
All right, what are the Eagles going to be losing? I guess Mekhi Becton. They're going to lose him.
Yeah, I don't have a lot
And
of
then Lane
nations.
Johnson. Lane Johnson, he's getting older. So I think we go O line here. Oh,
Another O line. Jeez, the O line
I
pick's
know.
popular.
I think we're gonna go Donovan Jackson here.
Donovan Jackson. Another more of a guard, but I respect it. I like it. There we
I
go.
think I think he's got flexibility.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't disagree.
You
Hold
can
on.
start him at guard now, and then once Lane Johnson retires, you can put him outside.
Johnson. All right, here we go. All right, I'm just getting all these so that
Yeah.
I can refresh and then save it. So, all right.
Sleepy time
No
for me.
round two this time around, but that's all right. One round. Here we
Man,
go.
the professional work hours are killing me, man. I gotta get on that Celsius like you.
Yep, yep. Hey, man, yeah, drink a Celsius at 10 p.m. You definitely won't have any adverse effects there at all.
Yes, sir.
Travis Hunter, hold on, Mason Graham, T Mac to the Raiders. This is a good recap too. Will Campbell to the Jets. We got Will Johnson going to the Panthers before James Pierce goes to the Saints. Josh Simmons to the Chicago Bears before Calvin Banks,
Did you
another O-line pick.
did you catch the Four Nations at all? To that big fight?
No, I did not.
USA and Canada like dropped them like a couple minutes in. The whole team was going at it.
What's that? Michael Williams here. Let's see, Tyler Booker. Where's Tyler Booker? Did I miss him? I might have missed him. Hold on.
He
Interior
went to the
lineman.
Cards. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Nolan to the Bengals. Warren to the Seahawks. TJ Sanders.
You know, Tyler Warren's or Taysom Hill. Oh my God. I just figured it out.
There you go. It all makes sense now. Luther Burden.
He can throw it,
Uh,
man. He can throw
Dan
it.
Morrison, Emeka. He can throw it, actually. Yeah. Tyleek Williams to the Pack. Jade Barron going to Minnesota. Houston, Armand Membo. Josh Connerly to the Rams. Mike Green to the Ravens. Ursery to the. Where is he? Did I skip him? Oh, never mind. There he is right there.
Scorton.
Oh, never mind. You're right. I was Scorton. Ooh, saved it there. Okay.
You're fired,
Scorton
hot
to the
shot.
Scorton to the Lions. Then Ursery to the um there he
Commies.
is.
Yeah.
To the Commies. Shimon Rebel to the Bills. Cam Williams is in around here somewhere. There he is. Chiefs, and then Donovan Jackson. Can never hurt yourself when you build up the trenches. Jalen Walker falling out of the first round in our mock.
Oh, oopsie.
Oh well. That's all right. That's all right. That's one that will be interesting to monitor. Oops, that plays
StreamYard. That's the one state.
StreamYard. Okay, StreamYard. We'll get set
I'll
up
look
on
it up if they have a
StreamYard
ticker.
sometime in the next couple of months. But there we go. That is it for mock
Let's
3.0.
see how much it
And
costs.
the last recap of an NFL game until 2025 regular season starts.
Oh my gosh. Summon long ones, man.
It's depressing, but you know what? We're in draft season, baby. That's what we're all here for, draft season. So that's the good news. But that is it. We are at almost 11 p.m. Pacific time, midnight Mountain time. So I think that's our sign off. Closing thoughts, Mr. Jokeman.
If one of us does a podcast sleepy, all of us does a podcast sleepy. One of us look like, all of us look like. One of us